All right, I'm going to throw you a little bit of a curveball to start here. This photo has been circulating on social media.
Yeah,
That's you.
that's me. Yeah.
Can you explain to me how you were in full Celtics regalia? What age was that, do you think?
I was 17,
Okay.
16, 17, and I grew up. My dad was a big Celtics fan, big Larry Bird fan, his favorite player. So growing up, it was always Celtics and Larry Bird, and Larry Bird is the best one ever. He's a legend. So we were, always talking about the Celtics, and my dad was the biggest fan, and so I think that's a sweatsuit that my mom. I don't know where my mom found it, where she bought it. She bought it for me, and I was wearing it. That's the photo. I was at the gym, but I was wearing that even when I was going to school in the morning. I was wearing it all the time. So
How surreal is it then to now be a part of the Boston Celtics?
it's great. It's great, and when I look at that picture, I get chills, goosebumps, because it's a great story, great circle.
How much? So did you grow up on Larry Bird highlights? Like how much? I mean, how much Celtics could you even watch over there?
We couldn't, back then we didn't have a lot of NBA coming to Italy, but my dad was able to get some, those VHS that you were able to watch. He was recording some games during the night, and then I was able to watch those games in the morning. But of course, we didn't have a lot of videos, but the few videos that we had, I was watching them over and over all day.
How much of your shooting stroke comes from Larry Bird?
I mean, it was amazing. I'll say that I'm a pretty good shooter, and so I think we got that part right. But of course, Larry is a legend, and he's something that is somebody that was always looking to try to be like him, and now we're here.
Take me through this offseason. Wild, like you get traded to San Antonio, the buyout process. You said it was a no-brainer to decide on Boston. What was like that whole span like?
Yeah, I mean, I had a lot of teams that I could pick, but when it comes, to, and it's always been about winning for me. When it comes to winning, and I was looking at the teams that I had, and what the Celtics did, not just in the history, what they did recently, what they did last year. I was excited. It didn't take me that long to pick the Celtics, and many reasons. But like I said, it was a no-brainer. I got the Celtics on my table. We go into Boston. I'm going to Boston, and we need to accomplish something special.
What have your conversations been like? Have you talked to a lot of the guys on the core of the team? How excited are they to have you here?
I hope they're very excited. I'm sure they are. Talk to JT, talk to Jalen, I talk to Al, and we all excited. We can't wait to start working together and working to accomplish goals that I'm sure that we all have in mind.
What was it like going up against this team in recent seasons and trying to defend Jason Tatum and all that? Like, what's it like from the other side watching this group?
It's always tough to play against them, especially when you play in Boston. When you play at the TD Garden is always tough to win there, and when you have that home court advantage and you play for a franchise like this is always something that you think about. What if I can play here at home with these fans? It's happening now, and so it's something that I'm very excited about.
How do you think you can help this team the most?
Just helping in any way I can, defensively, offensively. I've always been a very versatile player. I played in, this is going to be my 15th season, so I played for different coaches, different systems, and I never had a problem. And so to adapt and play in a new system is just something that excites me, and I'm sure, like I said, that I can help these great players offensively and defensively.
And you got your number 8.
Yeah, and I got the number 8, which is something very important to me. I was born 88, and that's why I got number 8. 8 has always been my jersey number, and so I'm happy.
It's tough around here. I don't know if they get the retired numbers on the other side there, but the guys come in and they never get their number. So it's just all. I'm telling you, like the stars are aligning for you.
Yeah, I hope so. We'll see.
What's it been like? So I can see Malcolm walking around looking at the banners behind us. What's it like to be coming in with him, knowing like that you two, they felt like are the missing pieces from getting him to the finish line of that finals championship?
I was very happy when I found out that Malcolm was coming. He's not just great player, of course, smart player, great IQ, but he's a great guy. He's a great guy. He's a winner. And he's a guy that he has been doing a lot of work with the PA. That's something to not underestimate. I think that he's been spending a lot of time and doing a great job with that. That's very important for us as players to represent and do the job that he's doing, representing us with the PA. And that's something that I talk about. I talk about it a lot with the players, with the people, with the fans, and being grateful for the job that he has done.
You talked about it a little bit on the podium, the urgency. Can you stress that this is a younger group, but that was just 2 wins away from a title? But how do you get them to understand that these moments don't come along?
Honestly, I think that they know. I was talking about the experience that I had in Atlanta where they didn't know, because they've been going through a lot of losing season, a lot of losing years. But here, even if they are so young, when you think about JT and Jalen, they are 24, 25, I think. So they're very young, but they're young with a lot of experience. So they know. I think that's something that I don't have to tell them or repeat to them. Everybody in the team knows, and that's something that you don't even have to talk about every day, because something that you know and is behind you, and is something that is going to push you, throughout the whole season.
Have you got a chance to explore at all?
A little bit.
I had people sending me pictures of you, I think, in the North End. Were you out there?
For sure. Yesterday I was there. 2 days ago I was there. We got in from Italy. It's a long flight. We got in the morning, and me and my dad, we walked for 3 hours and a half yesterday all around the city. It was, of course, first time for my dad. But for me, playing against the Celtics for so many years, I've been walking around, but the North End is where I go to dinner most of the time. And so I'm glad that I'll be able to see and explore and try different restaurants.
All right. Well, welcome to Boston. Thank you so much for your time, Danilo.
Appreciate it.